All right, let's just jump right in. You ever have one of those days you spend like a whole afternoon staring at a textbook and then you close it and realize you remember absolutely nothing? It's got to be one of the most frustrating feelings ever. But what if I told you the problem isn't your brain? Nope, it's your method.
I mean, seriously, we've all been there, right? You're just drowning in this sea of text, that highlighter is getting a workout, and you're just hoping, praying that something will stick. It feels like you're getting stuff done, but let's be honest, it's usually just a huge waste of time.
So let's put these two side by side. You've got the old way, just wasting hours on that mindless highlighting, and then you've got the smart way. The goal here, 5-minute mastery, and the way we get there is a little something called active deconstruction. This one idea, this is the shift we're going to unpack right now.
You know, this gets at a massive myth about learning. We're always told to just memorize stuff, brute force it into our brains. But real, lasting understanding, that doesn't come from memorization. It comes from taking things apart. So yeah, it's time to stop memorizing and start deconstructing.
Okay, so here's the secret, and it's going to sound totally backwards at first. The key isn't to learn more, it's actually to learn less. I'm serious. The whole game is about finding that vital 20%, the core stuff that gives you 80% of the results.
And this powerful idea? Oh, it has a name. And trust me, it's a total game changer for learning, well, anything. So let's dive into the 80-20 learning principle and figure out how you can master what's called the minimum effective dose. This all comes from something called the Pareto principle. When we apply it to learning, it's pretty mind-blowing. It basically says that just 20% of the core ideas in any subject give you a whopping 80% of the total understanding. So your job isn't to swallow the entire textbook. It's to find and really master that critical 20%.
So what is this 20%, really? Well, that's what we call the minimum effective dose. Think about it like this. It's the foundation of a house. It's the absolute essential vocabulary, the core ideas, the fundamental laws, the stuff that everything else is built on top of. If you can find that, you've literally found the ultimate shortcut to mastering the topic.
All right, so that's the why. It all makes sense, right? But how do you actually do it? Let's get into the practical stuff. Here's your 5-minute action plan. Your guide to deconstructing any topic you want, like right now. And the blueprint couldn't be simpler. It's literally just 2 steps. Step 1, find that vital 20%. You've got to be ruthless here. Just strip away all the extra fluff that doesn't matter. And step 2, explain it simply. You know, the ELI 5 method. Explain it like I'm 5. Forget all the complicated jargon, just use simple, everyday analogies. But here's the really cool part, why this works so well. When you make a simple analogy, you're not just dumbing things down. No way. You're actually building a bridge in your brain. You're forcing it to hook this new, weird, abstract idea onto something it already knows, a memory that's already solid. It's basically like creating mental Velcro for new information.
And the result of doing this? It's incredibly powerful. You're pretty much hacking your own brain to get around what scientists call the forgetting curve. You know that depressing feeling when you learn something and then it just fades away? Well, this active, analogy-based method makes knowledge actually stick.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? The goal is to achieve more clarity in a 5-minute sprint than most people do in a week of passive study. Just let that sink in for a second. 5 super-focused minutes versus a whole week of zoning out with a book. That is the power of this deconstruction method.
So, I guess that brings us to the big question, right? For you, with this blueprint in your hands right now, what are you going to master in the next 5 minutes? What's that one complex subject you've been avoiding that you can finally tackle with this simple, powerful technique? If you're ready to master your brain and you want to join a community of other high achievers, then for sure, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications to become a limitless learner. And hey, drop a comment below and let me know the one thing you're going to learn today.